What's happening, peeps? Welcome back to our show. Good to have you here. For those new people who are joining us, my name's Singh and this is
Abu.
So today we're going to be talking about where we left off on the last episode. Abu will be talking about his outerwear, stroke knitwear, his shirts and jackets or coats. So I'll pass you on to Abu.
Hey guys, what's happening? Great to have you guys here. Well, for those of you who are new here, well, we're here to talk about investments and investments in the most important sense of it. And the most important sense is yourself. Yeah, you're the most important person that you're going to invest in. So let's get that right. So we've been talking about essential pieces for a capsule wardrobe in the autumn winter range. Now, it is actually more difficult than you think when you think about, I've got to go the whole of the autumn winter just picking out just these small number of items of clothing, but then these have got to last me basically for the whole of that period. So we've done footwear, well, my footwear choices, we've done my trouser choices. Let's go on to our shirts, let's go on to our knitwear, and let's go on to our coats. Right, okay, so let's start off with shirts. Now, shirts for the gentleman are an essential, right? But in this modern day, we're sometimes out and about working and we can't constantly always wear really smart shirts. We'd love to, don't get me wrong, I'd love to, but not on all occasions. So I've had to think about this and make sure that the shirts that I pick are pretty flexible as well, and they can go basically the whole of the autumn winter as you're supposed to. So the first thing I've looked at, I think is essential, is Oxford button-down shirts. Now the first one I've gone for is a Bengal stripe with the blue stripe. I think it's got a really classy look about it, and not that many people do it, and because they don't, you just stand out that little bit more compared to the rest of the crowd. That's what we want to do here, don't we?
Of course, yeah.
So Oxford button-down shirt, Bengal stripe wise, there's a lot of companies that do it. So tailor it to your budget, and like me and H always say, make sure it fits well, right?
Of course, yeah.
So Kamakura shirts, if you haven't heard of them, great shape maker, Japanese brand, been doing this thing for years. Great, go have a little look at them.
Yeah, but why is it with you and Japanese brands?
You know what, bro? The Japanese, like I said before, right? They just took a lot of European and American styles, and they've just made them better. The quality is better. If you look at anything that generally the Japanese do, they just look at things and they don't reinvent the wheel. They just make it smoother. They just make it better and function better.
Sounds good, man.
For that reason, Kamakura shirts, great. Brooks Brothers shirts, again, you can't go wrong with Brooks Brothers. Brooks Brothers have been doing this for decades. For that preppy look, Brooks Brothers, key company. Eaton shirts, a bit Scandinavian, a bit more slim fit, great company. And then there's another company I was looking at. It was called Proper Cloth. American company. They make shirts to your specifications, so you can give them the details and they'll send it over to you. And then for companies that are a little bit more budget friendly, obviously I've mentioned before Charles Truitt, their prices are really good, and you've got Brook Taverner as well. Again, pricing shirts really good.
Thank you.
So again, I'm going to stick with them brands for shirt wise for most of my shirts. Because I just think they're really good at what they do. So, definitely have a look at it. I don't own any shirts from Brook Taverner or Charles Truitt. So, guys, they're doing their thing, and I'm sure they've been doing it for a long time as well. So I'm sure there's a good standard of shirt making going on there.
Or maybe if any of our viewers have got them brands, then let us know.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, we'd love to hear your thoughts 100%. Because obviously we haven't tried every product out there. If there's anything that you guys know of and you think is great,
or even recommend,
definitely. We're here to learn ourselves.
Of course, and knowledge is power at the end of the day.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. So going on to the second shirt I'd go with another Oxford button-down shirt, and it'll be a white one, because again, it's for that flexibility. It just gives you that, flexibility, because it goes under anything. You can dress it up, dress it down. You can throw on your a tie with it if you want as well when in need. And then the other shirt that I'm going to go for is a chambray shirt, which is like a denim type shirt. It's not a denim shirt. For all you denim heads out there, there is a difference between chambray and denim. If you want to know, let us know below and we can go into it, right? But yeah, nice chambray shirt would work perfectly. Again, look at them brands that I mentioned before. Have a look at them. They do some great shirts. And the last one, well, The last one, bro, is a little bit of a cheat.
Oh, okay. Cheating now,
Yeah.
Okay,
So
okay.
the last one's a little bit of a cheat. The reason why it's a cheat, right? It's autumn winter, so I wanted something like quite warm and a little bit more casual looking, right? So I've gone by a shirt by Cordings. It's a moleskin shirt.
Okay, yeah. Like
Right.
moleskin, yeah.
Looks really smart, double pocket, and I've gone with it in navy.
Okay.
Right. But the thing with it is, obviously, being a moleskin shirt, you can wear it as an overshirt, so it's like another jacket. So it gives you a bit more flexibility in, you know, in your wardrobe, basically.
Definitely.
So yeah, they're my shirts.
Very interesting, Abu. I like that. So you've done your shirt. Now let's move on to your knitwear and sweatshirts. Let's see what knowledge you
Cool,
got there.
yeah, cool fun. So, like with knitwear, again, essential pieces of kit for the autumn winter, and you've got to have decent knitwear.
100%.
I'm a big fan of natural knitwear. I'm not a fan of this, you know.
Same. Yeah, I like it.
Merino wool, innit?
Yeah,
Definitely John Smedley.
Standard.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So basically, for me, you've got to have things like nice merino wools in your wardrobe for autumn winter. You've also got to have like nice lamb wools, but also cashmere. Cashmere is essential for me.
Well, you know what? I love cashmere, but the price point of cashmere is expensive.
I got you on this, Bo.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, honestly, Bo, check this.
That's it.
So I've got a nice cashmere cable knit jumper there by a company called Noba, N-O-B-A, yeah, and that's at £116.
What?
Yeah, cashmere, man.
That's
You know what I mean?
brilliant.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I love that myself.
Definitely. Have a little explore on the website because, you know, they've got some other nice little pieces there.
I will do, thanks.
I've just listed this one. But the thing with cashmere is, it feels really nice on your body, you know, feels really good on as well, nice natural.
You know about the quality of it, just feels
Feels great, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well, there's a bonus to cashmere, you know, and that bonus is, you know, if there's anybody that you want to get close to.
Oh, okay, you'll be going there, yeah.
Yeah, but it feels good on them as well, you know, so, you know, double whammy in that. But that's my number one. Number two I've gone for is a merino, just tell you what H has got on now. Yeah. But I've gone for it. A crew neck jumper in like a burgundy maroony kind of colour.
Again, taking Christmassy.
Absolutely, no, absolutely.
Okay, I like that.
Because, you know, the wardrobe is the wardrobe. We're not allowed to buy anything else for the whole of the autumn winter.
Okay.
So I've got to make sure everything's covered.
Smart thinking.
Yeah, so basically it is a nice warm colour. You don't just have to wear it for Christmas.
No,
you wear
of
it for the
course
whole
not.
season, can't you?
100%.
Yeah, so it is really nice. Now, obviously you can go with John Smedley. John Smedley do them and they are really nice. But I found a piece by Sunspell. Now, Sunspell, they've got a piece there for £156. Really nice piece, you know.
That's fair price,
so you can't go wrong with Sunspell. I mean, if it's good enough for James Bond, well, you can do that too. Yeah. So that's my number two. And number three is from a mid-grey sweatshirt I've gone for. Now, I love a mid-grey sweatshirt. It's always in my wardrobe. It just transcends seasons for me, you know.
I think about grey though. It goes with anything black,
Absolutely.
navy, the dark stone wash, the chinos, white t-shirts underneath. You know, you can dress up, you can dress it down.
That's it. Well, it chills an outfit out nicely, I think. So I think a gentleman should have a good sweatshirt in there. And I've gone with a mid-grey one by a company called Paul James. And they've got a cotton one there now for £55 in the sale. So I don't know how many they've got left. So guys, if you are interested in getting, have a little look. Paul James, and it's in mid-grey. So it is a nice piece. Nice. So that's my number three. And my final piece is I've gone for a cardigan. You know I like cardigans, yeah?
I love cardigans.
Well, I've gone for a shawl collared one, basically. Okay. The shawl collar, I think, basically just makes things stand out a little bit more, smartens things up a little bit more, brings focus to this part here, because when you're talking to somebody, this is where you want the focus to be, at your face and in this vicinity. You know, so I think it's really important. But I was looking for it. I was looking for it in like a nice olive green. I love greens and I love olive green.
Yeah, most of them chino stuff.
Yeah, I do love that colour. Yeah. Again, very flexible, especially for this time of year. But I struggled to find one in olive green. You know, the only one I could find was by Reese. And if you guys have a look at the Reese one, it is actually really nice. Okay. It's £148. The only caveat being though is it's not all natural wools. They've got acrylic in there and things like that, and at £148, I really want to.
I think personally you have to try it on and see how it feels in your own skin, because everyone's different, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you wear the stuff underneath it, maybe, but me personally, I'd struggle to pay £148 for something that's not natural.
I think then you're paying that kind of money, and you pay for the quality of the product too. So
Well, I have got a different option. It's not olive green, but it's a forest green, and it's by Walker and Slater.
Okay.
Yeah, so Walker and Slater are doing a piece at £185. It's slightly more expensive, all natural materials, though. I think they're doing theirs. It's a mix of merino and cashmere.
Right.
So definitely have a little look at that at Walker and Slater. So okay, yeah.
Also,
So
yeah.
I tell you what, we'll do the coats and then I'll go over the suits. I'll choose a suit.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
That's
Right.
fine. Yeah.
Okay. So coats wise, again, let's look at something that's flexible, hard working. Basically, something like you just pick up, grab, and walk out the house, and you look good, you look well put together, everything's structured. So going with everything that I've picked before, I've gone with an overcoat.
Can't go wrong with overcoat.
Yeah, you can't really. A good overcoat, well made. And I was listening to somebody who's a lot more experienced in this than we are, and he recommended going with a grey overcoat. You do see a lot of black and navies out there, and I own them myself, and they do look beautiful.
Yeah.
But he was saying grey just creates, when it fits well, creates a nice silhouette on a gentleman. So for taking that knowledge on board, I've gone with, it's a grey overcoat by a company called Walker and Slater, and it's their Nathan coat, and it's a Harris tweed in charcoal, and at £465. It looks beautiful, and I think it would work with any gentleman.
You know what, to be fair, 465 is a good price. And the thing is, with an overcoat, it never goes out of fashion. And you can, every year, every season, you can always throw it on. So it's an investment.
Yeah, absolutely. The only thing I'd say with an overcoat, guys, when you're purchasing it, you have to decide on how you're going to be wearing it. If you're going to be wearing it like with thin layers underneath, then, you know, buy something that's true to size. If you're going to be wearing the suits underneath and things like that, generally buy a size larger, and then you'll be able to.
So I think personally, depending on the person who's wearing it, so if somebody's working in an office who wears a suit like 5 times a week, then maybe go that one size bigger to make sure it fits. Try it on with a suit, but if it's for the everyday guy who wants to throw it on over the knitwear, or over the shirt, over the sweatshirt, then make sure it fits nice, 100%.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I think, you know, overcoats, if they are slightly bigger without being too close to the body, they still hold a nice shape and a nice silhouette. So, you know, it'll still work.
Definitely.
And my number two jacket for the autumn winter is something I'm quite partial to, because I own one myself, and you know, you know when you buy something and you think that's a good investment and you really love it. Yeah, well, for me, it's a brown moleskin bomber, and it's by Private White VC.
Yeah, I've seen it on you.
Yeah, I love it, bro. And guys, the brown one, they do have the navy one currently on offer at the moment.
Okay.
But the brown one's the one for me. Like, and the Private White VC, local company in the northwest, Manchester company, everything's made in the UK, and they're just good at what they do, bro. You know, they're just really good at what they do. Nice. So definitely have a look at that. Have a look at the brown bomber, but also look at the rest of their coats and jackets that they have, and I'm sure you'll find something like that you fall in love with too.
Definitely.
And the other thing was the suit, wasn't it? Yeah. So H was saying about the suit earlier. Yeah. So I just had a quick little think, and if you want a nice suit off the peg without going to a bespoke tailor and everything, and without spending crazy amounts of money, there's nothing wrong with that. I love bespoke suits. I think they're great. You know, when a suit fits you great, it's fantastic, and you learn so much from a tailor as well.
Yeah.
So for something off the peg, I've gone with Suit Supply, bro. You know,
and you love Suit Supply,
yeah, a nice navy suit from Suit Supply. You know, you're starting off prices around, I think, 300 and something pounds. Yeah, so you know, there's that. But so I'd go with a navy, because with the navy, single breasted, I'm going to go with. It's just, again, flexibility. It goes with anything. You can always use it for almost any occasion.
Of course, yeah.
You know?
And again, you can dress it up, dress it down. You can throw a t-shirt underneath, you can throw a knit one underneath, or usually with the jacket with a pair of jeans.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So yeah, so you know, that's make sure you get the one that fits you well. Get a suit that fits you well always. Doesn't matter, like H was saying before, with a suit, guys, doesn't matter how much money you spend on a suit, especially if it's off the peg, right? If it doesn't fit you, it's just going to look like a sack on you, like, or it's going to be too tight on you.
I just think it looks cheap. Like, I know people who invest a big money, because obviously me and Abby have come from a fashion background, and putting a suit on somebody, it's got to make them feel happy in themselves and make them feel like $1 million. And it could be like something, a couple of £100 or a couple of £1,000, but the fit's got to be right.
Absolutely. So the moral of the story is, guys, doesn't matter what suit you buy. If you like the suit and it's a nice colour and works with your needs, right? Invest in tailoring. 100%. Absolutely. Make sure the tailoring is right. Speak to a tailor and make sure the tailoring is right. Make sure the suit that you go for, before you even purchase it, make sure that they can do what you need it to do.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
Right, thanks, Abu. Appreciate that.
So that's my opinion, guys. My full outfit for autumn, winter. See what you guys think. I'd love to hear your comments on it. You might have stuff that you think is essential that I haven't mentioned. Fair enough, everybody's different. But you know what? H is up next, so he's going to hit me with his 4 pieces of footwear, his 4 trousers, his 4 pieces of knitwear, so sweatshirt, his autumn winter coat, and his suit now as well. So I'm looking forward to it, I
learned a lot today from you, Okay. I mean, obviously, I know what you wear, because obviously I've known you for a long time, but some of the brands I hadn't heard of, and I'm going to have a look at our website for that cashmere,
Yeah, man, definitely do that.
Christmas coming up, might as well spoil myself, really.
Why not? But listen, guys, if you like what we do here, you enjoy the show, and you're interested in style, fashion, and you're really invested in investing in yourself, then give us a like. Subscribe and share. Yeah. And obviously, any comments you got, or if you have any of the brands that I've mentioned today, then please comment and let us know. See you soon.